Hi, it's Josh here. I want to show you how to update the assumptions in a property or for a property within your portfolio, and then how to compare them. So the reason why we would do this is, quite often we need to make an assumption as to what the growth rate is going to be of a property over time. And the more nuanced approach is actually the best when we're modeling. And we want to replicate what we think the market is going to do over the next, say, 2, 3, 4 years, and then come back down to a more realistic growth assumption. If we use a standardized 5 or 6 or 7%, we don't accurately represent what we think the market is going to do, and then we obviously have to go and change them all the time. But what we want to do is we want to run multiple scenarios. So what I'm going to show you today is a really quick, fast way to assess two different growth rates or over time, and just to see the differences in minute differences and how they affect the portfolio in general. So I want to show you that we've got our chart here, and we've got our properties tab. So we want to locate a property that we want to change the assumptions that we've put on them. So we want to use the quick actions, 3 icons. We want to edit assumptions. Now we've got a growth rate of 10%, 12%, and 6%. Now what we want to do is we want to change these. And so what I've done is I've actually duplicated this exact scenario, so it's identical. And then all I'm changing is the growth rates in this instance. So we're going to change this to 20% up front, and then a 25% for this period 2044 to 2045, and then back to 6%. So this is just 2 years worth of exceptional growth, and we want to see what that looks like compared to the other scenario, which we have identical. So it was 10%, 12%, and 6%. So we're going to save the changes here. And because I had already prepared this, we have the comparison here. So we click on the little AB logo to compare, and we choose a scenario. So in this instance, we want to compare Nick Residential with Nick Residential 2. And we want to see what the differences are if we applied a higher growth rate over time. And so it doesn't look that big right now. However, when you start modeling it out over time, it actually ends up being considerable. So we're talking, over $1 million difference from 2 years worth of higher growth, which is really quite fascinating. And this highlights one key thing: the importance of analyzing the markets that you're purchasing in, and providing the closest assumption that you can based on the market conditions into the model for the first 2 or 3 years. And you can get a great gauge using data of what the market's doing and what pressures in the market, and just not using one-dimensional numbers, so that you can accurately identify the difference on the back end. I hope this helps.